NSC Fan TV. I'm here with Emma.
Hey, Scott.
So, Emma, we were sitting next to each other here at the Lost Patty. That's awesome.
This is a lot. You got to do the P.
Oh, okay.
That's LP.
The Lost Patty.
Anyways.
So here we are at the Lost Patty. Thanks for teaching me how to do the Lost Patty sign. So you were sitting next to me. You had opinions. I'm going to let you share them with our friends at home. So first opinion, which is, tell me about the midfield.
I mean, the midfield that Gary's putting up looks real solid. It got immediately weakened by a random yellow in the third minute or something like that.
Yeah, it's McCarty's yellow.
Yeah. So whenever you have 2 6s and one of them gets a yellow right away, that's gonna weaken the kind of play you can do because you're gonna want to cover for that. McCarty looked a little gassed, as it was to be expected. He's not gonna start many games this season, but that's what happens. That's Father Time. I think Gary really found something valuable with the possibility of switching between a 5 midfield and a 4 midfield. I think he's really sat on this in the off-season and really reflected on it. And the fact that he has players who are willing to sacrifice for him. Like we saw Pico play a lot of minutes out on the left midfield, right? That's very far from his position. And I think they look pretty solid. What did you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think that, and I think that your observation that Gary is able to ask players to do things that are not within their comfort zone, and they're willing to do it and do it well.
Yeah. So I think he has really, since kind of the middle of that last season when he seemed to have lost a little bit of the control in the locker room, he's definitely very much in control now, and that's great to see. You see the team playing together. You were observing towards the end of the game that, like, hey, it's the 75th minute and we look like we're still wanting to win this. So yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah, yeah. So a regular worry about Gary Ball on the road is that we play for a tie. We hit about 80th minute. It looks like the tie is likely. We park the bus and everything stops. But we still had lots of balls going forward. We were putting people forward. That looked different in a way and exciting.
Yeah, so I think part of that was not just where you were putting the ball, but where you were recovering the ball. So something that happened today, about the 70th minute, I think, was CJ Sapong came back in. And you know how I have a passion for that man. He is able to break play in their defensive third in a way no one else on Nashville's squad can. And recovering a ball in their third means you have automatically an attacking chance. And a bunch of plays that we had came off hard-fought Sapong balls.
I love watching Sapong play disruptor against other teams playing out of the back. And any time that I see CJ sort of really huffing it against a defender, not expecting a forward to go get him, is a moment of exhilaration for me. CJ did that twice to their center back, Neelis. He was not ready for a forward to chase him in the 75th, 80th minute.
Yeah. And I think with the 4-2-3-1, which we're not playing last year, Sapong could be the 9. Like a really strong 9 to play and to fall back and let the 2 wingers, Schaffenburg and Pico, come in, or let Mukhtar double in. So, I mean, Banbury played great. I don't know if you noticed, he's also bulked up in the summer. I think he gained like 10 pounds or something.
Yeah, he looked big. He looked bigger.
Yeah, so I think definitely they were prepping him for this role. So between the two of them, I think, there's worries, obviously. You want a pure 9.
Yeah.
But between the two of them, I think they got it covered.
Yeah, I think that Bunbury's soccer intelligence and the fact that he's probably a stronger player helped. But he's not fast. He actually got slower, I think, and that was one of the drawbacks to his game. His soccer intelligence is through the roof. He was the smartest player on the field tonight. but he might have been the slowest player on the field tonight.
Well, yeah. I mean, also if you look at the ID card of Nashville's team in general, it's not great, right? I mean, between Teal, Fafa Pico, we didn't get a young player there. So
We've got a lot of veterans, we'll put it that way. So, one last question is, we saw some saves tonight.
we saw some.
Saves.
Yeah. So, I mean, Joe did good. I think a couple of them were more mistakes of the offensive players, especially the first one. But I also think that none of them came from within the box, and that's really important. That's how, if you have a good, you don't need to have a champion goalkeeper, as long as everything is coming from outside the box. That's gonna really help. And look, Gary Ball, call it whatever you want. Second clean sheet in a row, 0 goal owned this season. Best defense in the MLS so far.
We're going to end on that. Best defense in the MLS so far. Emma.